everyone, it's me. Good almost afternoon. It is 11:26 a.m. on November 8th, 2025. November 8th, 2025. Welcome back. Today I'm going to address a question that I get asked quite often, sometimes debated on a little bit. So I'm just going to explain to you, like the title says. Well, a lot of people say to me, well, I've called on the name of Jesus and it's worked. And so have I. Now, in the past, when I didn't know anything about all of this, I had called on the name of Jesus. And even when I prayed to the divine creator and my heavenly mother and father. And I always remained in this connected state. Like, even if I went into a depression or anything like this, okay? But let me just get right to it. So why does it work? Well, I'm going to tell you this part. I had a dream once, and in that dream, it was lucid. It was a spiritual test I was going through, okay, with others, and I was told to pray. Well, I don't really know any prayers. Not really, and especially in a panic situation. So I ended up going, the power of Christ compels you. Yes, like in the Exorcist movie. Why would it work? Well, like Nikola Tesla says, everything works on energy, frequency, and vibration. So think of it like a radio. You turn the radio to the right dial and all of that, you pick up the proper signal. But it has to do with your heart, mind, and soul. Your heart is actually an electrical organ, if you don't know, but it is. And it sends out a signal, almost like a radio signal, right? This is what prayer is. So when you are praying, for example, I have a video called, I did a CE5 by accident or something like that. I called it that to get people's attention to what it was, because I figured out what Stephen Greer was doing, right? With his taking people on trips and having, things in the sky show up. There's also a fellow that claims to summon UFOs, but he may think that's what they are, or spiritual beings rather. He's a Native fella, a Native American fella. And I think it's over in Vegas or something, and he summons UFOs, and these light beings will show up in the sky. So again, it's with frequency, energy, and vibration. That night, when I did that by accident, the CE5 thing, all I did, and I genuinely meant it, because I had just made this friend who lived in my building. This was years ago. And I had told her about some of the experiences I had, and that I saw a being in my room and the UFO over my building and stuff like that. But then I could feel that she was getting a little bit like, whoa, like what the hell, Didn't know what to take, or how to take it, or how to feel. So it's like, oh, that's okay. So we went outside, but I was feeling a little bit like, because it's difficult to be alone in this without even having anybody to really understand, or, even just to be able to listen to you about it. And so at the time I smoked cigarettes. This was years ago. And I went to kneel down and light my cigarette. And when I did, I genuinely prayed. Like, it was a heartfelt prayer. It wasn't selfish. It wasn't desperate. It was truly meant. And a light ship showed up in the sky. Small, white, but it wasn't a comet or whatever. I explain it in the video there. It's only about 10 or 15 minutes long. But again, I had the right energy, frequency, and vibration to connect with a being of higher consciousness that could grant my request. Now, I guess people have to experience this to understand it, but when you're calling on the name of Jesus, right, you're calling on goodness, you're calling on that protective force, that shield, that armor of God that keeps back the darkness. You know what I mean? You have this certain idea and this love and faith and belief that it exists, this goodness exists. The thing about the aether is that, and this is sometimes like how, using the power of Christ compels you, is almost like creating like a vibratory energy force to keep these things away, because they know the power of that, the true great cosmic power that you're calling upon, the divine cosmic power. It's their creator too. right? So they know when they're misbehaving. Call on your parents, right? It's their parents too. So I'm trying to do my best as how I understand it, right? Is that when you connect with this certain energy, right? And like I said, everyone has their different idea of what evil is. So I'm sure that everyone has a different idea of what goodness is in their own mind as well. But as I'm saying, this is what energy, frequency, and vibration is. So you're having a heart, mind, and spirit connection. Your spirit is connected to the etheric energy. Now, with the aether, fly got in the house. No, that's not what happened. A fly is in the house, but it has nothing to do with the aether. So with the aether, like I was explaining with the Jedi, okay, you have the Jedi and you have the Sith, but it's the same force. You can't see it when it's being used. It's unseen. That is an energy, frequency, and vibration to control an unseen energy that materializes through will. Okay? So I understand that it's confusing because it doesn't matter the name, right? If you have the address and the postal code and everything, it's going to get to that house. It's going to go in the mailbox. I mean, how does the postman know that the wrong name is on that? But you meant it to go there, so you spelled their name wrong or something. It'll still go. Maybe their name was Julia and you put it Julie. Oops. It'll still get there. So what? Like I said, the name most likely wasn't Jesus, but it doesn't mean that there's somebody that did not embody the Christ. There's probably lots of them over the ages. Like how people have different representations of this enlightened person, like Buddha, like Krishna. Again, Krishna means Christ. So when you call on the power of Jesus, you're calling upon this power that's inside of you, the divine creator inside of you and outside of you. Just because like air is here, but you can't see it. You know, you can't see air, but we're still breathing it. Oh, that's like the ether. It's still there just because you can't see it. You can feel it though. That's what makes your arm hairs go up because you're sensing a different energetic change. You get the willies, especially when there's a creepy crawly around, you know? Dimensional, a darker one, or sometimes even the light ones. It just depends on how you feel because the same energetic, it's almost like when I just saw a spider picking up vibrations on the web, on its web, when a fly flies into it. It's like that. But if you can understand energy, frequency, and vibration, you can understand the secrets of the universe, and that's one of them. So technically, you're using the power of the Force, the good Jedi inside of you, when you're calling on the power of Jesus. Because you still have the same energy, the right energy, frequency, vibration. You're going to reach that address. You understand? I hope so. So, that's it. That's what I wanted to explain to you today. I think I used all the examples, the CE5 one, because it was a genuine, heartfelt prayer. And, you know, this is possible to do with communication with beings of a higher consciousness and lower, if that's what you choose, right? But like I said, the aether, the force, can either be used one way or the other. It's a double-sided coin because it created all things, the divine creator, the darkness and the light. And they're all the children of the divine, no matter which side you stand on. Yeah. Okay? So I think that's good. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And I am, if you were wondering. And yeah, thanks so much. Take care. Have a great day. And happy Saturday. Oh, wait, before I go. So I got dressed up today. And I'm wearing my jeans. Okay? But When I was getting dressed, I knew that I had to wear this blue shirt. I don't know why. I just wanted to wear this blue shirt. Now, I was telling you before that I've got a calendar that tracks the days of when the moon is in my sign for the Claustrum Oil, the 2.5 days. That's like the 2.5 days of darkness, right? For the Claustrum Oil. But this also records other things. Also like the color of the day. And so I went to go and check which days for sure, because I'm pretty sure the moon is in Leo the 11th or 12th or 13th, can't remember. It's either those couple of days there. And I noticed that today's color, blue. I didn't even do it on purpose. But I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe it has to do with, because blue has to do with communication, it has to do with psychic awareness, it said. So I guess that's valid today, because I feel very connected to be able to explain something like that. Because before I wasn't really able, I think I've attempted to put what I just explained about calling on the name of Jesus, I think in a live stream before, but I've never really made a video about it, you see? So I don't know. I just thought I would mention that, and that I don't do these things on purpose, you know? A lot of it's just by intuition. It's pretty incredible, you know? These synchronicities and things that just like that can't be a coincidence, you know? Like, it's not like I looked at it yesterday and subconsciously remembered, not even about that, because I didn't even look. I don't even normally look at that part. But I remembered someone saying about my purple sweater once, and I had noticed then before that it was purple that day. But I always wear that light purple sweater that I really like, that like pastel purple. So, I don't know. And so that happened again today, so I thought I would tell you about it. Okay? Yeah. So, I don't know. I think now that certain things are solidifying with inside of me, you know, I feel more, I guess, confident or secure about things. I don't know. Or maybe it was just time. But either way, I very much appreciate you listening. And I hope that answers your question. I hope that makes sense. You know, I'm not trying to fool you or trick you. I'm truly, truly trying to help. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help give people what they want. You know, if you want the Christ to return, well, this is one of the ways, the Claustrum Oil. And like I said, if not in me, in somebody else, right? As long as it returns, because that's what we need. That's what this world needs. Yeah? Suffering is a part of life. All this needless suffering isn't. That's caused. Okay? And that's for another topic. But, again, that's why energy, frequency, vibration. It's what's inside you. It's like how your beliefs and thoughts about it that fuel your heart. You know? It gives you that strength inside. That's what that armor of God is. That's what that really truly is. That's what that means. To have that. To know that nothing can harm you, and that gives you a very powerful energy that comes from within. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the Care Bears flash out that light energy from their stomach, like the solar plexus, you know? Yeah, fuels it like that. Your heart powers your chi, your aether on the inside. So yeah, have a great weekend. And I will talk to you soon, probably. I'm going to start my break December. 4 weeks is long enough. So I'm going to get some good stuff done and then take a great, awesome break. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. If you could like and comment and subscribe to support my content, I'd be greatly appreciative. Yeah, you know, because I'm pretty sure that I'm being held back in the algorithm. And even though I've been posting more, so I might be popping up more. And if I am and you're seeing me more, then that's great, because that means that they are passing around my videos, and I am certainly grateful, because I do want people to know about the Claustrum Oil and to get out of some of this confusion that they've been in. Yeah. Yeah, again, also caused. So, but it's okay, we can fix it. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. Okay. See you later, everybody. Take care. Thank you. Bye. The power of Christ compels you. I'm just kidding.